let's get into the game.
So, here we have it. Game number 1 of the decider match. The winner of this goes on to join Shaq in the top of the group, advancing into the next stage. The loser, eliminated.
Eliminated, yes, that is one of the fate of many who play StarCraft. Especially
The majority,
tournaments.
actually.
The major majority, usually one per tournament, does not get eliminated in the end. Without further ado, let's have a look at these players. We are in the top left of once again of Away Station. We have from Team Alien Invasion. He's actually the only Korean standing in the Dutch StarCraft League, looking to qualify. He is golden, and his opponent, our foreigner hope in this best of 3 from Team Fnatic, the Blue Protoss. He is Ignite.
Golden is, if I'm not mistaken, based in Germany.
Yep, that's
And he
right.
has been for a long time, actually. He's been in Germany for months now.
Yep. What I understood was that Revenge was also living with him, but he had to leave again due to visa issues, which is one of the reasons he couldn't play in the DSCL anymore. But yeah, Golden does have that privilege of being allowed to stay there and practice with, I believe, some very good other... Actually, no, he doesn't live in a GM house, as far as I know.
No, he doesn't live in the gem house. He lives in something to do with Alien Invasion. Not entirely sure where. Of course, there's a lot of very, very top-tier Koreans, though, living in Germany, in the gem house, as you mentioned.
Yeah, so actually a drone scout here coming out from Golden. He is not keen enough, though, to spot out in time that this will be... Well, he spots the Nexus first, but it wasn't in time to actually block it. So he will continue by just hanging out in the main base and getting a nice drone scout off, annoying the Protoss by forcing his probes off the mineral lines. Actually, now he can't do that anymore because his drone already is carrying a mineral block, so that harassment ended rather quickly.
Behind this Golden, he's taken a hatchery first opening and is actually going to go hatch pull, which is not something you so common see up against the Nexus first build. Generally, it's a good response to a gateway expand, but Golden clearly feeling very confident.
Yeah, I really love to hear the thoughts of a professional Zerg player on this. Like, what's the reasoning between of going hatch after going 3 hatch against blind Nexus first? Or that makes a lot of sense because you know you're safe. But I wonder why he drone scouted, because that is usually very uncommon in CVP.
I would imagine that it's just because the map is so big. The Overlord still isn't over, the first one, so he wouldn't have any knowledge. And because he was going for a hatchery first, if it was a obviously Forge first opening, he'd want to know about that.
Just throws off a lot of people, it seems, and then because of that we get drone scouts, because Zergs just really want to know what they're up against. So far, Ignite has shown us to be more than lethal with his 2 base all-ins, which were, I have to say, always very well executed. I like that slight touch he has, in which he builds a Stargate but only makes 1 actual Stargate unit. I don't see that a lot. I guess making a single Oracle makes a lot of sense, but the Phoenix move in the first game, I think against Rayman, kind of threw me off, because usually once a Zerg or once a Protoss makes a Stargate, he makes a Phoenix, and if he doesn't make any Phoenixes, well then something's up.
So, we're quite happily into the mid game now. We've got that Stargate, as you predicted there. Ignite going to be going for this yet again. He did it consistently in the last game, so not surprised to be seeing this.
No, not surprising at all. In fact, Golden now sneaking a couple links across the map, whereas Ignite is pleased to keep this solid in the middle, hugging this Alnaga tower. He's going to be droning up quite a lot, and should start to work on his creep spread pretty soon, because it's a long way from his natural towards his third.
Even if he takes the closer third, which he hasn't done, it's still an absolute huge distance. The overall positioning is going to become quite important as well, just to make sure that you are aware of any different paths through. There could be units coming. One Overlord is going to get taken down. That is actually a really good pickoff.
Yeah, that was a really good pickoff. Fortunately for Golden, he did manage to get a lot of drones on the way before that happened, but still, he still has to wait quite a bit before his other overlords finish up and he can actually resume drone production. So nice pick off there for Ignite. And if you look at what that overlord actually saw, he's still not aware of the fact that there is a Stargate with an Oracle on the way. There is a second overlord now moving in though. And I don't think, yeah, that will not be able to be stopped in time. So nice move there here by Golden, getting a good scout off. And even more importantly, you will see all of these gateways.
The gateways are the important thing. Sees the Oracle, sees some of the additional gates, sees 3, 4 on the way. Is he going to move up to see the additional ones just north of that? Sees a couple more and should move into position just to get that scout down. Immediately, 3 Spore Coolers started, and the Roach one is nearly completed too. This should just be a mass pump of units now out of Golden.
Yes. Like we mentioned, the distance between the two, at least the third and the natural, is substantial. He still needs to connect those by creep. At this point, I feel Ignite almost has too much of an easy time to actually isolate the third and just kill it if he wanted to. But actually, he's building the proxy pylons on the left side of the map for some reason.
He knows about the positioning of it. The Oracle is coming through. It takes quite a bit of damage. It gets very, very low. Gotta be very careful with that Oracle. So far, no drone kills. Great control by Golden, and just a defense from that.
Yeah, this time it seems that the Zerg is more than aware of what's going on, and actually a lot of links without speed onto the map do spot the army that is coming forth here by Ignite. Ignite getting a couple of link kills with his Oracle. I guess at this point that's really the only thing it's actually good for, but the unit pump, as you mentioned, is underway for Golden. He's pumping out a lot of roaches and links.
So, this Oracle, not really able to do that much. Moving now towards that third base. Not much in the way of defense yet, but more roaches are coming in just to try and get some more damage through.
Oh, here we go. It's going to be a good hold though, I think, for Golden. He's way up in supply, and now Zerging speed is going to finish. And he will be able to sort of surround most of these stalkers, whereas the roaches, they close the distance. And finally the first Zealot warp-in happens, but a lot of stalkers have already fallen, and now they are getting swarmed by the Zerglings. Excellent control by Golden, surrounds a couple of these stalkers, and the roaches are able to just mostly kite against the Zealots for all they want.
The Zealot count is diminishing rapidly. The Queen's even getting in on this fight. The Lings racking up a good few kills. This army from Ignite is just getting slaughtered. This is a really nice hold from Golden, who's getting himself into an ace position.
Yeah, Golden playing excellently in this series, and Ignite, you know, down to 40 supply, really knows he doesn't stand even a tiny bit of a chance. GG's out. Golden shows some very, very strong ZVP there.